Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. My name is Alba and I'm an English teacher. But today I wanted to share something not only from my teaching perspective, but also from a student's perspective. Because here's the thing, I've personally learned several foreign languages and I know exactly what it feels like to start from zero, to make embarrassing mistakes, to feel frustrated. So everything I'm going to share with you today is in my humble opinion. What works, what doesn't work, and what I've seen in my students over the years. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed or you compared yourself to others and thought, oh, why am I not learning fast enough? This video is definitely for you. Stick around till the end because I'll also share one very common mistake that slows learners down without them even realizing it. All right, let's dive right in. Point number 1, don't be too hard on yourself. You guys, life is already hard enough. Let's be kind, let's be nice to ourselves. Learning a language takes time. Think of it like going to the gym for the first time. You go there and you immediately try to lift super heavy weights, let's say like 100 kilograms, or you do a very intense workout. What will happen to you afterwards? You'll get exhausted, your whole body will be sore, you might even get injured, and you'll probably never want to go back to the gym again. And it's the same thing with English. For example, if you're still struggling with basic tenses, don't jump straight into conditionals or advanced grammar topics like perfect tenses. Can you imagine the chaos in your head? Instead, what you should do is start small. Focus on the basics. Learn the vocabulary and the expressions that you actually need, and then gradually build on that foundation. And again, let's go back to the gym analogy. You don't become a professional athlete overnight. It takes months and years to gain strength, build muscles, and language learning is no different. It's a gradual process, step by step, little by little. This brings me to the next point. Don't overload yourself. I once had a student who came to me at a beginner level and said, I want to have classes with you every day. Give me lots of homework. I want to learn fast. And guess what? He lasted only about a month before he completely lost his motivation and gave up. Now, of course, everyone is different. Maybe you are a hardworking person and you love studying and you have the time and energy for that. But my point is, if you are an adult, most likely you have a job, you have a family to take care of, and other responsibilities. Please don't set unrealistic expectations for yourself. Instead, make a reasonable study plan that actually fits your lifestyle. This way, you'll make steady progress without burning out. And remember, consistency is much more important than intensity. Okay, point number 3. I absolutely love this one. It's another big don't. Don't compare yourself to others. This one is tough because it's very natural for us to look at others and think, wow, they're learning so much faster than me. What's wrong with me? Maybe they seem talented or gifted. They pick up any language just like that, effortlessly. But here's the truth. Being naturally talented doesn't automatically make you fluent. In the long run, discipline and hard work beat the talent every single time. And guys, we're all unique. We all have different personalities, different strengths, abilities, and we learn at a different pace. So please don't beat yourself up if you're not as fast as somebody else. And before we move on to the next point, quick question for you. Do you ever compare yourself to others when learning English? Type yes or no in the comments below. I'd love to know. Okay, next, let's talk about something really important. Make the learning process enjoyable. Let's be honest. Learning English, well, any language, is not an easy journey. It pushes you out of your comfort zone. It forces your brain to work hard. And honestly, it's a very humbling experience. You might be an accomplished adult in many areas of life, but suddenly you start learning English and you feel like a child again, making basic mistakes, feeling embarrassed. So humiliating, isn't it? That's why it's essential for us to add fun into the process. Let's say you love traveling. Watch travel vlogs in English. Or if you're into fashion and beauty, follow beauty bloggers in English. If you like news, read it in English. If you like documentaries, watch them in English. Basically, your ultimate goal is to trick your brain into learning by connecting it with things that you already enjoy. Of course, I'm not saying that you should only do the fun stuff. You still need grammar, writing, vocabulary drills, the serious part of learning. But imagine this, you've had a long day at work. You come home, you're exhausted. The last thing you want to do is open your grammar book and study English. So what should you do? Don't just skip English completely. Watch a video, read a short article, listen to something. Even if it's not a lot, maybe you learn 2 new words, it's still progress. Again, let's compare it to sports. Personally, I hate cardio. Running, jumping, not my thing. But I know it's good for me, so I still do it sometimes. And on days when I really don't feel like running or doing an intense workout, I'll choose something easier, more enjoyable like stretching or dancing. Well, maybe it's not as intense, but it's still movement and it still benefits me. The same with English. Do the hard things when you have the energy and do the fun things when you don't. The important thing is to keep the routine alive. Oh, water break. Finally, let's talk about something that is often overlooked. Many students of English underestimate this point. It's pronunciation. Let me clarify something right away. I don't mean you have to get rid of your accent completely. I love accents. I have one. Accents are beautiful. Many native speakers find them adorable. But pronunciation practice is important for 2 reasons. First, it helps others understand you better. Second, this might be surprising, it improves your listening comprehension. Here's what I mean. Once my student and I were having a conversation and I asked her a very simple question. What did you tell her? However, I didn't pronounce it slowly word by word. I said it the way native speakers usually do. What'd you tell her? Something like this. So what I did here, I dropped the H in her and I linked the words together. Teller, and I also reduced did and connected it all together. And my student just froze. She didn't understand me at all. The question itself wasn't hard, but the way I said it made it difficult for her to understand because she wasn't familiar with how pronunciation changes in fast natural speech. That's why working on phonetics, connected speech, shadowing exercises is so valuable. Again, it's not about getting rid of your accent. It's about being able to understand and be understood in real conversations. All right, that seems to be it for today. Let's recap. Do's and don'ts when it comes to learning the language. Don't be too hard on yourself. Be patient and kind. Don't overload yourself. Stay consistent and avoid burnout. Do not compare yourself to others. Focus on your own progress. It's your own journey. Compare yourself only to the person you were yesterday. Make the learning process enjoyable. Combine discipline with fun. And do not neglect pronunciation. It's the key to real communication. Remember, learning a language is not a sprint, it's a marathon. Step by step, little by little, slowly but surely, you'll get there. And now I'd love to hear from you. Which of these do's and don'ts do you struggle with the most? Write it down in the comments. I'd love to read your answers. And of course, if you liked this video, if you found it useful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.